How's it going, everybody? Thank you for joining us today on this Wednesday, 26th of June, 2024. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, and Pill.net.
And if you haven't already, please take a moment, hit that thumbs up button if you're over on Rumble or YouTube. Take that red pill if you're over on Pill. Smash that heart if you're on X. And remember, it's like a virtual hug, which we love around here. And remember, sharing is caring.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. So please share. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.
Aaron in the house.
What's up, Aaron?
Calling out F Clan.
Always got to mess with F Clan now. What's up, F Clan? He's playing Zombie Game. He remembered today.
Light Spear.
Got Light Spear. What's up, Light Spear? Bethany Ann. How you doing? Thank you for joining.
Exactly.
And then I think that's pretty much all that we got talking so far. Yeah, they'll roll in.
They'll roll in.
They'll roll in. They're missing out.
Oh, there's Miss Jan.
There's Jan. Oh, there's Jan. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did have Jan. She did say hi earlier, but I didn't have. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, okay.
What's up,
Chachi?
Jan? What's up, Chachi? I didn't even see Chachi. What's up, Chachi? Oh, man.
See, you weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. Guilty as charged. I am often not paying attention.
I know. I live with you.
That's what I have you for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you going to do? And then y'all wonder why she gets sick. Well, I might have something to do with that. Test her patience.
I still don't feel great, but I feel better than I have.
Well, you have color today.
I know.
Yeah,
this is color for me.
Yeah, you don't look so redhead today. You know, the whole Elizabeth the First kind of thing. Yeah.
You know, I can't help who my parents were. They gave this to me.
Your stream never started, F Clan? What is going on with that? Yeah, oh, mine never did either. What the hell's going on?
Is Rumble being stupid?
We got a check mark saying we're good.
It's showing I'm good.
All right. Well, there's Jenny. What's up, Jenny?
Jenny! Watch out for the frogs, Jenny.
There we go.
Mine's working fine. I don't know what y'all's problem is. Restart.
Restart. Yeah. I refreshed. Don't restart. Refresh.
I mean, refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that word.
Worst technical advice.
Hey, you know what?
Which is weird.
Ooh, Jenny's making dinner. What you making?
Ooh, what you making? I bet you it's good. I know it's going to be good. Anyways, all right. Well, why don't we drive on? Okay. We've already burnt 5 minutes. But we're happy to see each and every one of you.
Exactly.
Oh,
we have the daily dance.
The daily dance news. Oh, hey, Renee, welcome, new friend. 3 baby deer playing in the backyard at the moment. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That is super cool.
Yeah, we don't get that kind of stuff here.
No, not out here in Vegas.
No, we just get hot.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of the barbecue pork chops and pasta salad.
That sounds so
okay, back to the sidetrack.
Okay, anyway. Now I'm hungry. Are you ready?
I know, right? Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You got to read.
I got to read. Atlanta judge Christina Peterson has been removed from the bench by Georgia Supreme Court for systemic incompetence. Sorry. That's mean. Elon Musk's SpaceX may have to rescue stranded astronauts. Huh. How about that?
Well, you know what, Renee? We are so glad that you've been creeping for a while.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It's okay.
We can lurk. Yeah.
You can lurk all you want, ma'am.
Yeah, lurk away. We appreciate that too.
Hello, Miss
Hello,
Michelle.
How are you?
Okay.
All right.
Back to it. Okay.
You're popping up. Yeah, you got to click the other window.
Screen.
Yeah. CDC issues dengue fever alert for all 50 states. Multiple cases in southern Florida. Oh my God. Trump to Newsmax. My whole life is my debate prep.
Boom.
Representative Lauren Boebert wins packed primary after switching districts. Boeing 737 plunges 25,000 feet, 17 injured on Korean air flight. That's awful. Supreme Court strikes down injunction preventing government from pressuring big tech to suppress free speech.
Really?
Yeah. Representative Anna Paulina Luna warns Merrick Garland has until Friday morning to turn over the Biden interview tapes or be taken into custody.
Say it isn't so.
DeSantis signs bill banning intentional release of balloons. Bipartisan legal advisory group votes that J6 committee was illegitimate. House files amicus brief with SCOTUS. Hashtag Bowman is trending. 9lineapparel.com. Oh, well, yeah, for Doxy. Make sure you use Doxy's promo code if you do that. Ain't no reason why you can't do that.
Exactly. So
Wow.
we got to catch up with some.
So that was a lot of news. Yeah, let's go ahead and catch up on. Okay. Get Jerry Aaron. Jerky. Ah, there we go. I can see how.
Michelle is good and she's driving and being careful. That's good.
Good.
Because you know we want you to be careful.
I'm assuming the car has the text to talk thing and reads them and stuff. They got all sorts of fancy stuff in cars now. Anyways, Lightspear says, you two move here to Mississippi. There is deer and I am here. Not a bad idea. I do love, I'm loving Southern Appalachia too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm feeling Southern Appalachia. Anyways, he's talking to Renee. I'm in the mountains in Arizona.
She's in Eastern
Kentucky. Nice.
Jan's in Kentucky too.
Southern Appalachia. I like that. See, yeah, Kentucky's gorgeous. I love
Aaron
Kentucky.
Gets to see elk every year at his back fence.
All right. Well, yeah, elk.
They're just showing off right now.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's just showing off.
We get the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah. Top that one.
Top that.
Top that. Yeah, you can't top that. You don't have the Strip out there. You're right. Don't need no elk or deer. Be able to grow their own food.
Jan, it was Renee 159. She's in Eastern Kentucky. Jan is in Brea, Kentucky.
There we go.
I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Iowa.
Okay, Iowa.
Santino's family, his mom's side is all from Iowa.
I am from, they're all from Iowa. Well, yeah.
Farmers.
Ended up in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good chance.
There's a good chance with that. Yeah. So thank you for getting us back on track, Jenny. Obviously, Kay is well rested and has all of the squirreliness about her today. We're just getting into conversations over here. Anyway, so let's see. Where was that again? Jenny, does that mean Bannon won't be going to jail? Yeah, that's a possibility that Bannon might not be going to jail. And I know that they're doing the lawfare back. So this is going to, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of the pathways open up for the white hats to start seeing their way through this. Because, with them submitting the J6 stuff, that's something else. And that would certainly play a part in all of that stuff with Bannon was related to the whole January 6th thing. So that might stall anything. So perfect timing with that. It's kind of weird how that one played out, huh? And then what was the other thing that was brought up there? The whole Boeing have a problem, spaceships.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, God, there was something else too. Anyway.
The Supreme Court said they can't.
Oh yeah, that's tech. Right. Okay, so
hey, Wendy.
The thing is if you look at the dissenting views, that's the dissent is actually arguing that they didn't go after the government for their part in it.
Mhm.
So they're allowing the corruption. So either this was so it what that means is that they can continue to be corrupt based off of the Supreme Court. So this is one more of those things that will probably help us out when it comes to military tribunals, because that why would the courts allow there to be any corruption and have any hand in silencing the people? So there's a lot more behind that, but definitely go and look up the information. I'm sure it'll come out over the next couple of days or so anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Antarctica.
Antarctica. You mean the ice wall?
If you look at Google Sky and look down on Antarctica, you'll find bases from every major country in the world there. And you'll also find the Rockefeller Foundation base as well. There's an opening next to these research facilities. And this is why I believe they made this treaty, this sharing of information treaty or whatever. You can see it on the Google Sky thing. And when you look at it, like, what's in there? Now, why are they over here? And why are they so close to this gigantic opening? What's in there? I think the answer is whatever Admiral Byrd came across or whatever they're coming across, I think it's linked. I think there's a remnant of an ancient civilization in there that possibly is still there, and they're in communication with them. We know that Antarctica was not a frozen tundra. That landmass was on a plate that slipped and there was
We're trying to get this figured out. Obviously, it just freaked out there. Huh. Let's see, where are we at?
Have
What's
we
that?
not said hi to Agent Smith?
Well, oh yeah, we haven't said hi to Agent Smith in like forever and a day. So it's at 48 seconds if you need to refresh that. So yeah, what's up, Agent Smith? Hope everything's going good with you. Forgive us for allowing that to slip our minds, but we will be sure and make sure that we say hi to you again, because yeah, it's kind of rude. You know what? You show up regularly, may as well say hi to you.
It ain't.
It's not going to play. All right. Apparently, we're done with this. Okay.
Okay.
Antarctica is Antarctic-y, and the Rockefellers are down there. And
Oh, big shock.
yeah, big shock. And that's, so the world can agree that the Rockefellers belong down there. Huh. But nobody else. That's interesting.
Exactly.
Or they're friends. Yeah, very interesting.
Mm.
Huh. Yeah, post it in Telegram chat. Thank you,
I
Jenny.
will.
Yeah, she'll get that.
I'll get that posted over there.
Get that in the Telegram. Thank God for Jenny.
I know.
Thank God.
I know.
She helps make it work too, just like Bethany
I
does.
know. She really does. Here, let me put that in Telegram. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works so much right now.
I want to make sure that I don't forget.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I can appreciate that. Well, you can tell we're a real professional show around here, huh?
We are.
Yeah, definitely CIA money funding this one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Definitely not.
Another politician is getting a plea deal and most likely a slap on the wrist.
What?
Ready?
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't follow To A Patriot Mama, you really
Please follow
should.
To A Patriot Mama. Yeah, she's awesome. She's badass.
Former North Dakota lawmaker to plead guilty to child tourism charge. Y'all can read that. It's blocked out. Former North Dakota State Senator Ray Holmberg has signed an agreement indicating he will plead guilty to a child, you know what? Tourism charge.
There you
A
go.
plea agreement filed in the U.S. District Court on Monday says Holmberg will voluntarily plead guilty to a charge of traveling with intent to engage in illicit adult activity. In the agreement, the longtime legislative leader acknowledges he repeatedly traveled between June 24th, 2011 and November 1st, 2016 from Grand Forks to Prague, Czech Republic for the purposes of engaging in commercial adult things with adolescents under the age of 18, the document states. That's all I'm going to read. It's disgusting.
Just read the highlights.
The maximum sentence for the charge is 30 years in prison and a $250,000 fine and a lifetime of supervised release.
Taxpayer-funded cultural exchange, sharing their culture.
I'll put that one in Telegram too, and y'all can pause to read.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of.
I know.
And we paid for it. See,
I
that's the
know.
part that makes me absolutely livid. Well, I mean, okay, let me take that back. All of it makes me livid, but then we had to pay for that?
Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol, a cultural exchange? So now we know that cultural exchange is code word. Huh. So.
How disgusting.
Well, I mean, come on. Not as a politician.
You shouldn't.
Certainly. I mean, you shouldn't anyways, but as our politicians, but doesn't this point directly to the fact that they're the ones who've been running the show and that's why there's problems with all of this stuff?
Yeah.
Because basically they know that if they get caught, they may as well go, or that they're going down. So they may as well just go straight to the top and take over the government and make us live a certain way. Let that one sink in. This is payback.
Aaron.
It's payback. Amazing. No, I mean, I guess, the Bible's right. There's like demons on this earth and stuff.
Can you read Aaron's Rumble rant?
Oh, I didn't see
It's
that.
awesome.
Oh, okay, there we go. Aaron says, professional just means you're paid to see. You are paid. I love your show and look forward to it daily. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This one's a good one.
Are you sure? I don't like the winking thing. You're
I
not very
promise
good at
it's
that.
good.
All right, let's go.
We are the warriors who learn to love the pain. We come from different places, but have the same name. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this. We are the broken ones who chose to spark a flame. Watch as the fire rages, our hearts are never tame. Cause we were born for this. We were born for this.
I just wanted to remind everybody, we were born for this.
We were born for
There's
this.
a reason why we were born in this time.
And separated. But, as we interact with people, we recognize the things. Yeah, Clint.
We're
there
still
we
trying
go.
to get him on the show, Jenny.
We'll get Clint.
We'll get Clint.
One day we'll get Clint.
We won't give up.
No. But as we wake up, we are certainly, like it's our job to help wake other people up. And so
Needed
obviously
something
we were
upbeat.
born for this. We were
Yes.
born for this because we can see it. So, as so many people, like I just started this plumbing class and having a hoot with it. And you know what? A lot of people, I am having a hoot. It's a hoot. Hoot, hoot. Anyway, it's I'm talking to different groups of people that obviously I would never meet otherwise, and everybody's waking up to the idea. Like I don't know if anybody was kind of like, oh, Biden's the best. Everybody's keeping kind of quiet about it, but with that at the same time, that's what they had to. That's what they put us through. The people who were conservative, the people who were, trying to speak the truth. And now those people who have been silencing everybody are the ones that are kind of feeling like, oh, yeah, I'm really a part of a small group. Yes, you are. Very much so, especially once you start opening your eyes. All right. Pardon me. Thank you for your patience.
Are you better?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He didn't bring his water in here.
I didn't bring my water in here.
You should run and get it.
Well, it's time.
Actually,
talk amongst yourself.
Actually, you watched the video. I'll run and get your water so I don't have to hear you cough, okay?
Fine.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sure nobody else wants to listen to that crap either.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Breaking news out of Bolivia, where it looks like a coup is in the making as unofficial movement of military personnel made their way through the capital and started ramming military vehicles into the presidential house. This is breaking as of 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. The news is coming out actively, so this is the first of maybe many updates. The current president of Bolivia is Luis Arce, and he's been in power since 2020. He came in after a time where there was a lot of civil unrest going on in the country. It was his top officials who made an announcement earlier that there was a coup attempt in progress and that there was irregular troop deployment in the city. And we've been seeing pictures and videos of that everywhere. You could see military men in the streets in uniform. We've seen multiple vehicles and then videos of the vehicle hitting the presidential palace. The person behind this coup is the general commander of the army, Juan Jose, who in the palace hallway said, "I am your captain and I order you to withdraw your troops." Before entering the building, he said to journalists, "Surely soon enough, there'll be a new cabinet of ministers. Our country, our state cannot go on like this." The president did take to Twitter stating that democracy should be respected since he was elected into office. Even the former president took to Twitter to state that he's denouncing the movement of military in the square outside the palace, calling it a coup in the making. Some say that this has been a few months in the making, as there's been a lot of protests about the president for the past few months. Many blame the president because their economy was growing extremely quickly, and then not too long ago, it started to, well, let's just say slow down a lot. And so the public and at least some of the leaders are blaming the president and they want him out. I'll be sure to bring you guys updates on this later on today, so be sure to follow me for more.
All right.
Thoughts?
It's big news. The government that's in place is a bunch of commies. They're socialists, but they've been working with BRICS. So a lot of big plays going on. Now the military is taking and I guess they're trying to get the former president where it's been made illegal that he can run for office ever again. If any of this sounds familiar, feel free to chime in. And so now the military is going in and they're uh, basically cleaning house. It's been bloodless, from what I understand, so that's a good thing.
That's very good.
Yeah, there wasn't like a big fight or anything. And oh yeah, the general who's doing it just got fired yesterday. So yeah, apparently somebody in the military decided that they weren't going to play that game anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know that I have a feeling, I don't know, I have a feeling that this administration that they keep telling us is running the country, that they are probably going to say very bad, very bad. These are evil people, is what I'm pretty sure we're going to hear. And then let's see, it's going to be up to people to understand that only the elite were the ones that they were the only ones running it. So it wasn't a democracy, if that's what people need to be told, but certainly wasn't the republic that it was probably originally created to be. Aaron says probably just CIA deep state looking for places to flee. Hopefully not, but some have been asking if our CIA was training their military. And some people probably have been, training. The tentacles will always be out there looking for some fresh meat. So it wouldn't surprise me if they did have something to do with it. But we'll see how that plays out, because I'm sure, well, time will tell, especially with all the information that's coming out. But this is interesting to see. Chachi says, watch the previous. What was the previous president a commie also? No, from what I understand, he was not a commie. Yeah. But he is buddy with the previous president. So
No, not the current one, the previous one.
yeah. Oh, not the current one, the previous one. Yeah. No, I don't believe he was. He was something different. I don't know exactly what the previous president, his political bend was, but I can see that it's going. These changes are going to be big. We'll see how it plays out, because there's really no way to know what's going to be happening there. Yeah, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of news surrounding this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
Got shipwrecked.
What the fuck? So CNN had sent a memo to a lot of the bigger YouTube creators and Twitch streamers about the upcoming debate that is happening on Thursday between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. It warned that they cannot use the live broadcast of the face-to-face between Joe Biden and Donald Trump to comment on. Information was unveiled on Monday by Tim Pool because he was one of the bigger creators that received the communication. And in the communication from CNN, they warned them and asking them not to use their content to comment on the debate. So if he were to be streaming it and make political commentary, they asked him not to do that. However, CNN will be the only channel that's going to air the first presidential debate. So it's not like he can pull it from like Newsmax or, somewhere else. CNN's the only one that's allowed to post it. I want to state that they are not granting digital entities the right to broadcast the debate on their own, including YouTube channels. They're saying it has more to do with like copyright and infringement on different things. It doesn't make any damn sense because we've streamed these debates, all the debates. We've streamed the congressional hearings. We've streamed all of this before with no issue. We've streamed them from Newsmax. We've streamed them from Fox News. Fox News got a little touchy about it before and they tried to sue to stop people from doing it, but they ended up dropping the suit. Why don't you want people commenting on it? This is what we've been waiting for the better part of a year. Now you don't want people commenting on it. You don't want people posting about it. You don't want people live streaming it. And they talked about fact checking too. Like they don't want people fact checking it real time. That's fucked up. We're going to do it anyway. I'm not a big YouTuber, so I don't know. We're going to do it anyway, but we'll be on YouTube and then we'll also be on X. And I, mouse to God, have no idea what's going to happen on Thursday. Like Joe is just not. He's not doing well. They've had him at Camp David all week trying to prepare him for this debate. And I don't know, like we've seen him struggle and struggle and struggle. I don't know. I can't believe, seriously, I cannot believe that they're going to let him debate. I thought they'd cancel the debates or I thought they'd have swapped him out by now. I really thought we would have something else going on right now. I didn't think they'd let him debate. That one of the primary focuses of the debate is going to be the abortion rights. It's going to be women's rights. I know that because Biden is tweeting out about it 3 to 4 times a day for the last 2 weeks. You all to remember that Donald Trump did not support a national ban. He supported handing those decisions back to the states, whether you agree with that or not. That is the way that it should be. That is the way that it should be with a whole lot of things. States should always have more power over the federal government. At what point that got switched up, I have no idea. But more to come, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh man, there's so much.
We
going
also
on there.
will be live streaming it.
Yeah, we will.
We're little. They're not going to come after us.
They shouldn't come after. Well, even then, okay.
Even if they do, I don't give a shit.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let me bring this up. Civil rights litigation group. I just did a search on free speech. Okay, First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. First Amendment. Now, the government and the peoples that say that they're running for government are doing a debate, which is important for the people to understand. We are allowed to be a part of the conversation that's going on. By them doing that, they are denying us our First Amendment rights. Denying us our First Amendment rights. They have no right to do that because by continuing to do the debate on CNN, the government can tell CNN, no, one, you're a public utility, but two, you are putting the political debate out there for the people. You have no right to do that. Otherwise, we will take your right away to have the debate on your channel. And so if the government goes through with it or the people that plan on running the government with it, they need to be part and parcel to making sure that we do have the right to communicate the things that are going on. Because if we don't have the right to use that, to even after the fact, they don't want us to do commentary. Kiss my ass.
Basically.
Kiss my ass. That's what I got.
And Wendy, yes, you are going to make it through the next several months because you have us.
I miss that. I was looking at the other thing.
She said, I don't think I'm going to make it through the next several months. This movie is beyond exhausting. I want my money back.
I want my money back too. This is a shitty movie.
Shitty.
It's a terrible
Hit
movie.
that thumbs up, please. It's a virtual hug.
There we go. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Or heart or red pill.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
CNN asking people not to do something nowadays is actually telling them
To do exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to let them stop me.
No. Because, well, y'all need to see this information.
Oh yeah, you need margaritas or something to listen to him. Shit, I might
Maybe
have
a
a
big
big bottle
bowl
of
of
wine
margarita. Yeah.
just to get through it.
Oh,
You
whatever.
might
You
see
don't
me
even
taking
drink.
my headphones off tomorrow a lot.
I'm curious to see, but if nothing else, our commentary might, because they're not going to let the candidates speak, obviously.
It's
So
CNN,
maybe-
they'll let him speak. You know the
Until he
thing.
can't speak anymore.
So retarded.
Oh man. Yeah, this is going to be a great time. Our commentary will probably be about just CNN just as much, about how they suck. I mean, they're the ones doing it. They're doing it to them. They're open. Yeah. I don't even think that they have right, because we're making commentary.
Exactly.
All right. Tired. Unfortunately, there's no refunds that I've heard of, but we do know the ending. Well, it could be a refund.
God wins.
It could be a refund.
Margarita
Take over
popcorn.
BlackRock and everything. Margarita popcorn.
Well,
Or
Trump
Trump
rips
his mask off. That would be amazing.
like Scooby Doo.
Like WWE, just go run over there, grab him, rip his mask off. That would be amazing.
We could make millions margarita popcorn. Damn.
All right, got some other squirrely thing to work on now. Let me add that to the list.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Got Jack.
Hey, fucker.
All right, watch this next clip so you can better understand why I'm stuck repeating myself and why I hate the modern Democrat Party so much.
6.9 million apprehensions at the southern border. Thus far, in Biden's term, there were just over 2 million in Donald Trump's entire term. What did the president do wrong?
No, this isn't about what the president did wrong. Remember, on the very first day that he was sworn into office, President Biden asked Congress both for the resources and for comprehensive immigration reform. The Republicans blocked it.
Donald Trump didn't have that either, Senator. He didn't have that either, and there were two.
So first off, the answer for both is the same. They're liars. They have no new material, so they're constantly recycling the same debunked bullshit. Before I revisit the same facts to debunk the same old lies, let's have a little reminder of what one of the versions of Joe Biden was like on the campaign trail.
I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum. They deserve to be heard. That's who we are. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come.
That wasn't the first, nor is it the only example of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris encouraging people to just come. What he actually did on day one was sign over a dozen executive orders undoing all of Trump's policies. Sure, he was given lip service to wanting to work with both sides of Congress as he was signing the executive orders and completely undermining the process. So what Joe Biden's actions and Elizabeth Warren's words have said is, we will talk to you about doing what we want to do, and if you don't agree with doing what we want to do, we will absolutely become tyrants and do it anyways. Oh, and as he was doing away with things like stay in Mexico or the border wall, he was also signing this executive order saying, yes, illegal immigrants should absolutely count in our census. Years later, when people like myself or Elon Musk called them out for only using sanctuary cities as a way to pad the electoral process, they called us all conspiracy theorists. Clearly, this wasn't enough to appease the radicals in his party, because a few days later, he signed even more executive orders, which is when he said this.
I want to make it clear. There's a lot of talk, with good reason, about the number of executive orders that I've signed. I'm not making new law. I'm eliminating bad policy. What I'm doing is taking on the issues that 99% of them that the last president of the United States, issued executive orders I thought were very counterproductive to our security, counterproductive to who we are as a country, particularly in the area of immigration.
In closing, Democrats, if you're still voting Democrat, you are obviously either misinformed or a part of a cult, because all they do all day long is lie to you. You can keep calling the MAGA fuckers a cult all you want to, but I've never seen a more diverse group of people, not only with race, religion, creed, color, etc., but also with their political views. The only thing they have in common is they're not for this globalist bullshit, and they don't enjoy being lied to like you fuckers.
Thoughts, Santino?
I mean, what else can you say, Jack? He kind of hit the nail on the head there. A good old Pocahontas, she's good for all of this crap, isn't she? Whatever.
I love this. What Aaron says, Biden, LOL,
Wearing a mask over a mask. Must have had problems with the glue that day. Whatever. Oh, God. Rumble's kicking you out again?
We don't want Rumble to kick you out. We
Stop,
love you.
Rumble. Yeah,
Stop
that
it.
doesn't make
Leave
any-
Wendy alone, you jackass.
Agent Smith, cut it out, man. Anyways. We even said hi.
I know.
Whatever. Anyways.
God.
So yeah, they're gonna they have to pass a lot of these things that even if they're just pencil whipping executive orders, they're going to be doing this stuff to try to basically undo any authority that anybody is using at this point in time to do things the right way. That's the clear attempt at this point in time. But I think that it's too little too late for them to be able to do any of that because the wheels are already in motion. Many people have already been taken out. But I think that maybe those who, you know what? I have no idea. I really don't.
Really?
It's I guess to scare the sleepers awake.
I think so.
People, because if you're
Because-
anti-MAGA after a certain point, then it has to be criminal.
Right? It does. So,
Or mentally ill.
or mentally ill, which could be because, like this one right here,
So
who
how do we
got
treat these
caught
people?
lying, got caught lying,
Yeah.
got caught lying.
Oh God.
Ready?
He always gets caught lying.
I know. Just listen.
All
Donald
right.
Trump couldn't fill the venue that he was speaking at tonight.
Harry, the worst part about this video is you already knew you were wrong before you even posted it. And that's because you tweeted about it first. And after you tweeted this bullshit, you were immediately community noted. They said the total seating capacity of the center is 10,000. But because floor seating was used for this rally and was at the limit set by the fire department, meaning that he got to his 10,000 limit, but because they were on the floor, he couldn't use the high up spots. And you knew this. Like, bro, you tweeted that long before you put that video out. That community note was put on your tweet long before you put that video out. So you made the statement first, got proven completely fucking wrong, and then chose to make the TikTok anyway. So you're not only lying, you're not only ignoring the facts, you're doing it on purpose. Bro, when that DNC money dries up, you're not going to have any credibility left in the world. Good luck getting a job.
Thoughts?
How old is that kid?
I don't know, like 12.
No, I mean seriously.
Seriously, I don't know.
Well,
Like
we have no idea.
early 20s. Early 20s, seriously.
I mean, he should know better.
Yeah.
Like he really. I mean, even though he looks like he's 11. Talk about just straight up don't care. You're part of those who are trying to overthrow the government. I don't know how you think that's going to work out for you very well. He can't see. Yeah, he is a paid hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like F. Cleanse better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that.
He is.
Little fucker.
He is. Just saying.
Yeah.
It just
It's treason. At a
It
certain point,
is.
it's treason.
It is because you're supposed to say every time you go on, I am paid by the DNC.
Well, I mean, obviously you don't have to.
No, it is a law.
Oh, it is a law?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Are you
look, I
ready?
learned it's not like they care anyways. When have they ever cared about the laws?
They don't.
Except for when it makes, it work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I got shipwreck again.
All right.
Talk
I love
about
Shipwreck. She's
VPs.
awesome.
So Trump posted a picture of his son who is holding a snake by the tail, and I think it's a rattlesnake. I don't really know, but he says, "My son Don has absolutely no fear, not even a vicious rattlesnake." And like, whatever, but the timing of this is really interesting. As you know, we are coming up on our first debate between Donald J. Trump and Joe Biden, and that is going to be Thursday. I think it's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be hosted by CNN. There's a lot of drama around that, but that's more to come. But it is rumored that Trump has already announced that he has picked his VP. He knows who it is. He's done trying to figure it out. He knows who it is, and that VP is going to be present at the debates. Now, there's a lot of people that are going to be present at those debates. I read that Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be there. I read that Ben Carson is going to be there, and there was one other that was going to be there. Lise Steinfeld is not going to be there from my understanding, and I know she was on the top list for people who thought she would be VP. When we started talking about VPs way back in the way back when machine, when Trump first announced he was going to run, I always kind of wondered if he would pick his kid. Don Jr. has always kind of been behind the scenes, and he's done a lot of Trump's social media stuff. Dump yours in the box, that way everybody can try yours too. Sorry, my kid's home. We're having saltwater taffy. And sorry for the echo. We have everything cleared out. We're getting our new floors finally today. I just finished painting our old floors, and then I'll do a before and after when they're done. Here's a saltwater taffy. Anyway, there's nothing that states that he can't pick his kid to be VP. And honestly, it would kind of make sense considering the disaster that Trump had around him. I think his first term, he had a lot of snakes then and people around him that were giving him some pretty bad advice. And in that kind of political, you could just dump it in there. In that kind of political realm, it's hard to know who you can and can't trust. But let me know what you guys think. This is Strawberry. Let me know what you think. Do you think he would pick Junior? I think it would be epically dramatic.
Thoughts on that?
That thing looked like a communication to me. Bring that back up again and go to the spot where he's got the snake in his hand. Because I'll tell you, that snake, like you wouldn't be sitting there like that holding a rattlesnake by its tail like that, right?
Okay.
So Trump posted a picture of his son who is
Okay, there. All right, beautiful. All right, look, you wouldn't. It kind of looks like it's a little bit of Photoshop, possibly, maybe. But if nothing else, that snake ain't around anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like it was already cooked. Where's he standing? Where's he crouched over?
Railroad
Railroad tracks. Who owns all the damn railroad tracks? And the railroad companies. Timber rattlers are fairly calm. Okay, that's good to know. And flip-flops. Yeah. But I think that there is a communication that the snake at the railroad, there's
Jan
something
says.
there. What's that? Look, close to the toes. It's AI. Okay, I'd have to zoom in on that. Huh. Anyways, so my point is that yeah, that's really interesting. Let's see, 838. Is there a Q post 838? I'm gonna have to look that one up. God, it's been a long time since we played this game.
I know.
Let's see. So talk amongst yourselves while I.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You do it to me all the time. What?
That's different. You're the one
What do
that
you mean
talks.
that's different? You talk. Oh,
You're
yeah,
the
because
one
you
that
don't
talks.
talk. Yeah.
I don't normally talk.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I'm not going to make people sit here and listen to you rant and rave about how you have no responsibility here.
Really?
838.
I can leave. Would you like
no,
to
I'd rather you
finish
not
on
do
your
that.
own?
They've seen what happens. Boom. Q is Q post 838. So that's something to keep in mind there.
Boom.
I don't know.
Big boom coming.
So,
no.
Yeah.
No. The answer is no.
In a church lady costume.
No. The answer is no.
So now think about that. So that was posted at 8:38 a.m. and then all of the things that happened today.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
I know.
So what is that? That to me seems like it would be a communication that they have a hand in some of these things. Good luck trying to prove it, but that's that's kind of what it's looking like to me. So yeah, if nothing else, seems like Junior needs his post need to be looked at a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
But I have a feeling that train issues might not be happening much longer.
I know. Do we need to be separated? I don't know
That's
how
a
we would do the
possibility.
show.
Yeah, I don't know how we do the show. Yeah. If she'd stop being ridiculous, everything would go smoothly. What? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Gander, goose, does it work that way too? I don't know. It's curious. Anyways, should we move on? We should move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should.
You
before
win this
get in
time,
trouble.
Batman.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is your faith beat up? Like you were believing and trusting in God for something, but it seems like it's never going to happen. He's just taking too long. Look, if that's you, I want to help you turn your day around. You remember the story in the Bible where Jesus is walking on the water? The disciples were in a boat going through this life-threatening storm, just like you are right now. They're freaking out, panicking, crying out to God, but have no fear, right? Here comes Jesus walking on the water. And then we've got Peter, right? He's like, Jesus, if that's really you, call to me. I want to walk on the water too. So Jesus says, come on. And Peter actually gets out of the boat and starts walking on the water. The problem is he didn't get too far, did he? It's not long before Peter starts to notice the wind and the waves, takes his eyes off Jesus and starts to sink in the water. But have no fear. Jesus is and lifted Peter back up out of the water. Now pay attention to what Jesus says to him. Jesus saves Peter's life by pulling him out of the water. And then he says, "O ye of little faith." Oh, ye of little faith? Are you kidding me, man? Has this never bothered you? It bothered me. Jesus, come on. He just walked on the water. I mean, as far as I know, only 2 people have done that. And I'm not one of them. And I have tried. I even had so much faith that I left my shoes on. But as it stands, the only 2 names of people who've walked on water are Jesus and Peter. So when Jesus says to Peter, "Oh, ye of little faith," that hurts my head. As far as I'm concerned, it took huge faith for Peter to walk on the water. But can I share a secret with you? I'm really good friends with the author. You see, here's the thing. If you have a question about the Bible and you know the author, you can just ask him what he means. So that's what I did. I asked God, why would you tell Peter he had a little faith? He walked on the water. And do you know what God said to me? Google it. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. You know God says ridiculous things to you too. Come on. So I went to Google and I typed in, define the word little. And you know how dictionaries will have one definition and then a secondary definition right under it? The first definition said exactly what I was thinking, small in size or stature. But it was the second definition that changed everything. You see, the second definition of the word little was short in length or duration. Ah, now you're getting it. You see, Jesus wasn't telling Peter your faith wasn't big. It took huge faith to get out of that boat and walk on the water. What Jesus was telling Peter is, bro, your faith didn't last. You see, we've been told our entire lives, faith the size of a mustard seed will move a mountain. And when we hear that, we picture a mountain just sliding out of the way. But what if? What if in reality, God isn't sliding the mountain out of the way? Rather, he's moving it one rock at a time. And what he's saying to us is, do you have faith that lasts? Do you have faith that will go through the process as I move this mountain one rock at a time? Or can you only believe if he moves it all at once? You see, the truth is, the reason the Bible says faith the size of a mustard seed will move a mountain is because it doesn't matter if you have huge faith or your faith today is beat down next to nothing. The only thing that matters is having faith that lasts. So let me encourage you today. I may not know what it is that you were believing for that you let go of, but I do know this. His ways are not our ways, and his timing is not our timing. He didn't stop working in your situation. That mountain is moving, even if it's one rock at a time. Your job is just stay in the story. Don't quit. Today, choose faith over fear, because you can't have fear and faith at the same time. They both want the same thing from you. Fear wants you to believe something that hasn't happened yet. Faith wants you to believe something that hasn't happened yet. So it really all comes down to, what do you believe? And think about that for a minute. Hey, if this blessed.
He's done this one quite a bit. I think it's great, especially with the times that we're going through.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to feel, like things aren't going to be okay sometimes. I mean, shoot, we were talking about, how tiring it is right now with all the crap that's going on. But at the same time, it's not going to get any better.
He is, Aaron.
Yeah, Kelly is awesome, Aaron.
It's not going to get any better.
It's not going to get any better because, we got to see these other countries go through their cleanings out first. We're further behind, and the problem is that the best thing about it at the same time is that we're America, and so therefore they can't have any place that they can run to. They can't have anywhere else to go. And so they have to make sure that they close all the doors that they could possibly run out of, and then they can deal with the things that are going on here. Now, the good thing is that there's going to be some big changes once the election happens. Trump will probably win. They have a lame duck Congress that will, certainly change, and so they may do some of their dumb stuff between when Congress comes back in and Trump comes back in. That's going to be the really dangerous point in time, because really technically nothing that we can do, but we the people don't have to play along with their shenanigans. So expect the ridiculous crap to happen after Trump's been elected, but before he takes office, and the Congress as well. So yeah, just have that little faith of the definition that Kelly was pointing out there. It's going to have to go for a long time, but know that we will make it through just fine. This is to wake as many people up as have been awoken. That's where you to put your faith. You see the works that he's doing, so therefore it's easier to have that little faith over a long period of time, and that's it. Right
Faith
now you
over
have a little
fear.
bit of faith, and that's okay. You still have that faith. Keep that until you get stronger in your faith over the long period of time. It's happening. Everything's going to
It
be
is.
fine. All right. Aaron says Trump said he could have the wall done in 3 weeks from taking office.
I believe it.
And I truly believe that. I do truly believe that.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah.
I got Jack again.
Jack.
Well, after 7 years, at least one left-wing propaganda outlet decided to fact-check this accurately, and I was asked to cover it because apparently not many people are. So, lefties, you are now free to Google it and allow Snopes to tell you the same thing conservatives have been telling you for 7 fucking years. And between you and I, it would have been a lot easier if you would have just let that 7 years of people repeating just watch the full clip sink into your thick fucking skull. But if you're thinking after 7 years, Snopes finally felt bad enough for you constantly looking like the idiots you are, so they decided to put this out for your benefit, you would be wrong. Nope, it is not a coincidence that they released this exactly 1 week before Joe Biden has his big debate. See, lefties, this isn't for you. This is because even CNN has called this out before, so if Joe Biden brings it up during the debate, they're going to have to call him out in real time. So instead of looking out for your simple asses, they're looking out for the Biden regime. They have to have a puppet in power. All in here just to soothe your fragile fucking egos. I'll move my big head and you can pause to read the little apology letter they left you at the end of it. Now, allow me to translate, lefties. We are so sorry. We really didn't want to put this out. We waited 7 fucking years. Please don't put on your mask, grab your Molotovs, and act like radical leftists. We had to protect Biden. Either way, this is the most pathetic, pansified bullshit I've ever seen, to go through the trouble of actually fact-checking it accurately and then leave you this little note at the end of it where they go back and say virtually every source that has lied to you for 7 years said that Trump wasn't in the right. This has nothing to do with a fact check. This is an opinion they could have left to themselves because they sound like fucking morons. Anybody and everybody who's ever actually watched what he said knows full well there was nothing wrong with it. There were 4 groups of people that were there. One group on the right, the only group that had a permit to be there, was simply there saying, hey, we don't want you to remove these statues. And then there was another group on the left who didn't have a permit to be there, but they were saying, hey, we want to remove these statues. Everybody understands that, permit or not, both of those center 2 groups were simply trying to exercise their First Amendment right, and Trump was saying both of them had some very fine people within them. And then you get to the white nationalists, neo-Nazis, and Antifa members who are all dumbass piles of shit, and all of them from both sides deserve to be called out, which is exactly what the orange bastard did.
Thoughts, Santino?
This is exactly how history is rewritten. This is how we get to the phrase history is a set of agreed upon lies, because They have a say because they've had that spot. So use this as an understanding about how they work and how they've changed everything to the point where we don't even recognize what the truth is. Because if Snopes was to actually remain open after all of this is said and done, what we will find is that that is this point that will be left out there, and that's what will be used to create the talking points of the future. So therefore, what Jack just did is exactly what needs to be done. And that is to point out how all of these things are lies, which is the exact same thing Anons or people that are trying to wake other people up, whatever you want to call those people, have been pointing out this entire time is that what they're saying is incorrect. The election was stolen. The jab is bad for you. Blah, 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 blah. The list goes on forever. So, what Jack is doing is exactly what needs to be done, and that's to continue to call them out and to point out the fallacies of what's being said, because we cannot accept the lie to continue forward, because that's what the acceptance of a small lie was what got us to this point where we're at now, because it was always that constant drip of accepted lies when we knew otherwise. So kudos to Jack, because that's exactly what needs to happen. Go after these places until they don't have a voice anymore, because we know that they would not relent with anything that the right was saying, to include getting the government involved to silence people. And that includes silencing any kind of shows that may be out there, having people removed from, all of these various, social media kind of places.
Yes.
Hmm.
Interesting.
We cannot relent, because they will not until we're gone. So even though we may be winning right now, we need to win harder. We need to win until we're sick of winning,
Yeah.
which got a long way to go before we get there.
Exactly.
But keep driving on.
Mhm.
Kudos to Jack.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read this.
Breaking. Just stop oil targets Stonehenge.
Ready?
Yeah, I saw this.
Son of a bitch. Tell us you were a prom night dumpster baby without quite telling us you were a prom night dumpster baby. These clowns again? Shit. Stonehenge? Really? That's what we're going with? Stonehenge. Motherfucker, these stones were erected hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They didn't even know what the hell oil or gas was. If you were to put oil or gas in front of any of those bastards, they would have accused you of witchcraft, burned you at the stake, and would have went to bed all in one damn day with no regrets. I'm being dead serious. You know how these bastards got around? Horses, camels, mules, the fucking Flintstones. Speaking of getting around, Stonehenge just isn't down the road, It's quite a ways away. How the fuck did you get there? You damn sure didn't walk or pedal. Just look at you. We can tell that right off the bat. Okay, you used something that had an engine. It either rolled on pavement, flew in the sky, or rolled on steel rails. Oh, your smart car? Oh, your smart car. Oh, that's right, your electric car. I forgot. Silly me. You mean that same electric car that obtains its electricity from a oil power plant? From a coal power plant? From a nuclear power plant? Yeah, nice try there, Betty Boop. Wrong fucking generation. I meant to hurt your feelings. This is why your generation and mine cannot be friends. Because you have the IQ of a fucking pissant.
Thoughts, Santino?
Finally, the perspective, the right perspective that's being pointed out there this whole time is getting out there yet again. At some point in time, it's going to sink in for the people that are coming in late to the show. It's like, oh, I see how it works. It really is bad for I like my car batteries as the battery plant
so
just blew
confused.
up the other
didn't
day.
know.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, they really, like are terrible for the environment. Shut up.
Shut up.
It comes out of the ground. Like if we stop pumping it out of the ground, it will start coming out again from everything that I understand at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what else do you do with it? And I think that was the reason why the Rockefellers realized the cash cow that they had, except for if everybody knew that it was a never-ending supply.
There are some potty mouth videos tonight.
Yeah,
If they
there are
offend
potty
you,
mouth
I am
videos.
sorry.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Yeah. By the way, earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs.
EV cars are just lithium bombs. Don't bother trying to change my mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you. There's so many videos coming out. It's going to take some time.
Me
I
too.
wish he could say I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, or say when.
Say when.
Say when.
You ready?
Well, and then something else I noticed,
Okay.
he's got kind of an Arlie Ermy sound to his voice, especially
Really?
when he got angry.
Yeah, he got
You should put it in the
pissed.
telegram.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
ready?
Yeah.
Are these people even capable of telling the truth? Harry shares this post from the Biden-Harris campaign team saying that Donald Trump had a small attendance the other day in Philly, but when Biden spoke there, he filled the venue top to bottom. Now, take a good look at this picture, because it sure looks like this event just so happens to be headlined not by Joe Biden, but by Barack Obama during the November election cycle to drum up support for John Fetterman. They had to cut the arena in half. So no, it wasn't filled top to bottom. And we all know that no one was there to see Joe Biden.
I did, Bethany. I did.
Oh, you said it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man. You're in trouble.
But I haven't felt good, so
Oh, we're going to play that one.
I need
some
a
grace.
little bit of a break.
You get some grace. Yeah. She'll cut you some slack tonight.
I know. The only time, I promise.
So, yeah. And then it's like nobody showed up to the Biden thing. We all know
No.
that. And he was pushed.
We're not dumb.
Well, he was also pushed way forward in the arena because they cut off like the whole back
I
part. And then
know.
Trump had a lot more space. So it's like, yeah. But then again, this is for the sheep. They say it for the sheep. They
do.
That's to try to keep them in line. I hate to call them sheep, but they're just lost sheep.
We'll
get them. We'll get them at some point. What sound? Which one? That one?
That one makes me happy.
There you go.
Ghost Pepper in the house.
What's up, Ghost Pepper?
You ready?
Yeah.
I got this douche again.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you hate us?
I don't. It's what is ongoing.
We're
talking about the debate. Are you ready?
There's a gasp warning.
Yeah, you ready?
So you might gasp.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Presidential debate is tomorrow.
It is? Hairbear, did you talk to Hunter to make sure that Papa Jojo has a fresh supply of snow so he can be ready for the debate?
And Donald Trump's spokesperson was asked what he's doing to prepare for it, and it's not good. Take a look at the clip.
What is Donald Trump doing to prepare?
President Trump is continuing with his very busy schedule. Over the past week, he has given hours-long speeches to crowds of thousands.
Donald's talking to the people? Oh, man. I mean, I don't know how talking to the voters is strategic. I don't know. Maybe you can hear about things that bother them, things they're concerned about, things they're worried about, and they can hear from the man himself what he plans to do about it.
President Biden has been hunkered down at Camp David for the past 7 days doing debate prep, and he's been having like 3 90-minute mock debates per day.
Bro, telling us that Papa Jojo has isolated himself from the world for a week for presidential debate prep is not a flex. Isn't he supposed to be running the country? I know it's scary, Hair Bear, because Donald doesn't need to prep. They're spending that entire week up at Camp David reminding Joe Biden what he's doing, where he's going, who he is, what job he has, and what he's supposed to say. There's a reason why CNN is the only network allowed to host a debate, and there's 15 fucking rules basically in favor of Joe Biden. The mumbler in chief is not going to do well.
Thoughts, Santino?
I just recognized what Harry is. He's the ghost in the machine.
Why?
Because he.
Explain, Lucy.
I'm going to explain if you give me a chance.
Okay.
All right, fine.
All right.
Anyway, so he could be part of the ghost in the machine because he's getting all of these people that are trying to wake people up to comment on the crap that the administration puts out. So if Joe Biden's fake, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and he's gone to see Joe Biden, and up close and personal, then and we know that that's just a photo op. What could be being done is okay, you need to say these things to piss off all the conservatives that are trying to talk right now. Yeah, act like a tool, and then he could be an undercover white hat. That's what I'm going with right now.
Ew.
That's
I
what I
totally
got.
disagree.
Well, you can disagree.
I
That's
totally
fine. But that's my
disagree.
hope for the kid. Is
Okay.
that he's just being the mount. He's willing to take the slings and arrows, so that way people can have something to talk about.
We're going back to Doc because I
All right.
totally disagree with you. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, get a load of this. The leftist bear women strike again. This time they're attacking airline companies, stating that airline companies need to discontinue using offensive language. Shit, me and everybody else was over here thinking that they had some, flight attendants over here going, bitch, sit the fuck down. No, this is not what was happening. Cockpit is apparently an offensive language. And saying things like manpower is apparently offensive language. Now, we call these women the bear women because just a month and a half ago, these women were all over TikTok like, I would choose a bear over a man any day. So, everybody, we're like, bitch, we thought you left with a bear a month and a half ago. Like, why do you give a shit? And these women, they're so desperate. And they're so desperate for attention. And it shows. They have this persona. They think they put it in this shit. The same women that thinks that every man wants to get in her bed. And if she only knew half, bitch must have cataracts. Because she doesn't see what we see. It's like, I'd hate to see you on your worst day. Because, darling, you ain't it. You ain't it, Miss Thing. I mean, fuck me, dude. What's next? They're going to go in cocktails. Cocktails. It's oppressive to women. And it's offensive. Bitch, I thought you left with the bear a month ago. Oh, did it not work out? Hey, I didn't think it did.
Thoughts, Santino?
Well, he brings up a great point, and that is that these women are desperate for attention. That's what it boils down to. They're angry.
Mm-hmm.
They're angry at their life because things aren't going the way they want it to go. And so they say whatever is trying to get them attention because they wouldn't get attention any other way because their personality is so shallow. You couldn't even use it as a wading pool.
No, not at all.
So, with that being said, that's what's really wrong with these people is that they just need they need some love. All right. So we give them love, but just not the way they want love. You want attention? Well, you get attention by having stupid things called out like just a month ago you were supposed to be with bears. Why are you still here? Because we're sick and tired of it. It's when people are alone, sadly, is when people have to do a lot more introspection. It's kind of the process that we're all going through, really, if you think about it, as we've drawn closer to God. We got separated from everybody. Nobody wanted anything to do with us because we were trying to say, this is a bad thing. Don't put that crap on your face. Don't put that crap in your arm. Don't, do this. Don't do that. And so now they're getting their just desserts. But the good thing about that is that they're getting that opportunity to be alone like we had to be. And so maybe they'll use that time, or at some point in time, they'll use that time to try to see things differently. Because when you're all alone and people aren't talking to you anymore, you have to relook at things. And that was part of my awakening process because I was a heavy drinker. I just found myself not around a whole bunch of people anymore because I was a jackass. And then I had to start looking at things a little bit differently. You start asking yourself questions. So this is what they have to go through. Don't necessarily take pleasure in it, but understand that this is part of their awakening process. If they choose to awaken, if not, I feel really bad for them. But you know what? They need to have it called out because that's the exact mentality that got us here in the first place was, oh, that's offensive. Ooh, that's offensive. And they're still continuing on. We don't need to continue on with this crap any longer. So let's give them what they have given to us. And it's not to be rude and not necessarily to break them down, but to point out the stupidity in the things that they're saying. And that's an action of love, if really you think about it. Wow, that's not very bright. I don't know.
There you go.
That's all I got.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I got Brother Vic.
Victor Vale.
Hello, X. You know, I got a question for you. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that they sent people like me to combat over a lot? People like the ones you probably know to combat for a lot. Into foreign countries for a lie. They think they have a problem with Julian Assange? My guy, veterans are out here looking at the drip, 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 drip until it becomes a flood of the truth to which is happening. You don't know what you don't know. And the people that want to vote for these war pigs like Lindsey Graham or anybody like that to send funds, to send weapons to places like Ukraine, Israel, to do what? To hurt people? Is that your point? Where's the dictation of dilation of people that sit down and frickin' talk? Where the fuck is that? It's not there. It's all about this. Same green, all about this. You wonder why we don't trust certain parties, and we sure as shit don't trust certain Republicans. Motherfucker, Trump 2024 to the deep state. Go fuck yourself. Enough said.
What are your thoughts, Santino?
I think that that's perfect. You know, and I've been going through this whole thing because in the class that I'm going through, there's a lot of younger men. And I recognize that, you know, if they're able to pull this off, they're going to institute that draft. And now they have women in the draft too.
Yes, they do.
So what does that leave your average American? Because I worry about these kids. They have no idea what they're getting into.
I know.
And it's kind of scary, but at the same time, we are going to have to recognize our rights as citizens. Where in the Constitution does it say that they can take you, snatch you up, and force you to be in a war? That's some shit Ukraine does. And those people are dying all the time, which is awful. Now, with that being said, it's going to be difficult. And you know that there will be all of the fear that they can possibly muster up to make kids want to go into the military. But the thing is even people in the military are seeing what's going on. So I'm hoping that they don't have the power that they think they have, or I'm hoping that they're starting to see that they don't have the power that they thought that they always had.
Right.
Aaron says they don't have enough prisons for draft dodgers that will turn revolutionaries. And that's kind of one of the things. And that might be the precipice that, you know what, you're just going to have to arrest me. I ain't fighting. I'm not fighting in this war. Am I peaceful? No, I can be very unpeaceful. That's human nature. We can be both peaceful and very, very dark at the same time. But I will be peaceful. This will be my peaceful protest. And they're going to have to call veterans back because it's Russia and it's going to be China.
Yep.
And it could be who knows how many other nations.
You see what Jenny says?
Jenny says, and now all of a sudden they know what a woman is. Exactly. Now they know what a woman is all of a sudden. How about that?
Jan.
Jan says, I think the parents will fight to not let their kids go. I agree with you. 100%. I think that there's enough people now that, it's just, no, you're not going.
No.
And I'll stand in between anybody that they're trying to take that says that they don't want to go, because that's their right.
We have a daughter
Yeah, we have a daughter.
that's in that age bracket, and I tell you what, hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Well, they'll have to call up all the veterans too, up to age 65, if I'm not mistaken, or 60 or 65, one or the other.
65.
Yeah, I think they have it up to 65. Well, no.
Yeah.
I know you need people to run a tank.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
I know. They don't show up for work. They're not going to show up to fight, Wendy says.
Beautifully said. Well, we got that going for us.
No.
You don't show up for work, but you're going to show up for this?
Right.
That's great. That's
You
very
ready?
good. Very good. Yeah.
Got Doc again.
Say when.
So get a load of this. I was at Walmart today and I went to the cash register. And I come across a lady who had seen my channel and wasn't a very big fan. Bye. You have a good day, sweetheart. Okay. Bye. Oh, shit. There's something behind me, isn't there? Oh, I wish I was behind you, because I'd kick your ass. Really, bitch? If you feel froggy, jump. I got that full coverage insurance too, bitch. I can't even get on TikTok without seeing your fucking face. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. Oh, I get it now. Do you see me laughing? Do you see anything funny on this face? No, I do not see you laughing, but on your face, I do see a lot of funny material. Listen, if I wanted a nothing burger with a side of a word salad, I would ask you why you support Joe Biden. However, I am not interested. It makes me no never mind. I would just like to, pay for my things. This is the part where you do your job. You get it? No, I'll go ahead and check these people out, and you can just stand there. No, this is the part where you fuck off. Excuse me, sir. Are you the manager here? One of your cashiers, it's just being awful to this one customer. Just told him that she wanted to fight him. All right, we'll do it, BK. Have it your way. Just know your manager's a big fan of mine. Well, I'll be damned. It's Doc. Fancy seeing you here. What in the hell are you doing? Why are you just standing there for? Oh, howdy, friend. How you doing? Well, I just came to get some home items, and I was coming to check out. That's all I planned on doing today, but something happened. Your cashier is not cashiering. Oh, that's right. I'm not waiting on you. You're a racist and a fascist. Doc, that's not all what we think of you here at all. I am so sorry for here. You know what? It's on the house. It's on the house. It's all on the house. I am so sorry. You get in my goddamn office right now. I have a right to refuse service to anybody I want to. I don't know what all this is about. Apparently, fascists and racists get to just have things for free, apparently. No, friend, that is totally fine. I'll pay for everything that I have. Don't put yourself out on my accord. Never. I am just appalled at this person. I would call her a lady, but she is nothing of the sort. And to think you are older than I and your manager. You are supposed to be of a wiser sense. Funny. I guess age really is just a number. This fucking silver snake tongue son of a bitch. You see how you really gonna let him degrade me like this? Nancy, I used to have a lot of respect for you. I really did. Up until now, that is. Doc here is a good friend of mine. And aside from what you may think of him, he's actually a really good guy, really cool, and a really good friend. But friend or no friend, it wouldn't matter if I didn't know him at all. I cannot believe that you would treat another human being like that just because you disagree with who they're voting for. Nancy, to hell with the write-up. You're fired. Effective immediately. Get your shit and get out. This is a joke, ain't it? Is this some kind of joke? I have never gotten in trouble here at all. I've always done my job to the best of my ability. I let my temper get away from me. I'm sorry. But really, you're going to fire me? Don't make me have to get an officer to escort you out. And you used to be a decent person. That was before you started rubbing elbows and making friends with these famous actors, comedians, and directors. Ooh. And then you turned into a real piece of shit. And if you're done now, I would like to check out, pay for my items. I do believe you've held me up long enough, and I speak for a crowd when I say we have seen enough of your ass. Spoken like a true asshole.
Thoughts, Santino?
This seemed a little too real for it to just be a skit.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
He actually put it in there that actually happened.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise
And
me.
they really do call him Doc.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, called him Doc.
I know.
So, yeah, I think that's how a lot of things are going to start changing is they're going to feel so emboldened, so empowered with all of their self-righteous crap that they're going to put their foot in their mouth like this individual apparently did and find their way out of these jobs that really anybody could do better. And I'm sure that they've been holding the company hostage for years because of their privileged status. And that's all going to change. That we're all starting to see this change because that's the way that they're going to remove them. So they will remove themselves from the ability to screw up everybody's lives and try to make everybody live the way that they want people to live because their ego just won't let them get through it. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's happening in so many ways. We just have to open our eyes and see it.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep.
Got some Tucker.
All right.
Try to marry a girl who likes her dad.
Why do you think that's important? I've never heard anybody say that.
Because I've noticed it. I've noticed it a lot, up close. This is just an observation of mine. But, everyone's disappointed by his dad or her dad in later life. Like, you learn that your dad's human, and holy shit, I can't believe he's human. Thought he was God. No, that's natural. But, when you're 8, if you're deeply disappointed in your dad, especially as a girl,
yeah,
that leaves a mark. And I've known women who had terrible relationships with their fathers who were wonderful people and well-balanced people, but it's harder for sure. Whereas a woman who, grew up really loving her dad and feeling secure in his leadership as a dad and his love as a dad, that girl is more secure and less jumpy. And she's not, thinking that every argument is going to lead to divorce.
That's Santino.
Very true. It's we all end up having to forgive the generation before us. It's something that's gone on for time immemorial. How many generations? It's been a long time since we talked about this, but how many generations, has that gone on where, my mom or my dad did this or that or the other thing, and I'm going to do it better than they did. And we all think we are. And then we find out about how life really is. And then we find out later on how life really was. And then we recognize that it's a little bit easier to forgive that way because everybody was playing this game against an enemy that we didn't know that was around because we didn't believe the Bible that told us that the devil roams among us
Exactly.
and it's going to cause problems. And so all of this deception, and people are just doing the best they can. It's been going on since the time immemorial. Exactly, Jenny. Break the cycle. And that's what the beautiful thing is about the people who have woken up, because we are the ones that are breaking the cycle. That's what's happening right now. And that's not going to be easy. And it's going to be ugly for a lot of people because we have to recognize and we have to learn how to forgive. And that's rough. That's tough.
And, Santino did get a girl that still to this day, even though he's not here, he's my hero.
Yeah. Your dad was an amazing man. I wish I could have met him. Yep. There's good ones out there. And all we can do is help everybody figure out how to be the good one.
Exactly.
So.
Okay. We got Doc one more time.
Got Doc one more time?
He's going to talk about the jibber jabber.
Oh, God. All right. All right. Let's go.
So get a load of this. Now that Hunter Biden has been found guilty on.
What are you doing?
Wrong one.
What do you mean wrong one?
You get that one tomorrow.
That one's tomorrow. Okay. Apparently the teaser for tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Teaser.
Teaser.
There we go. Look at us doing like big swamp news kind of things.
Let's go again.
Wait till tune in tomorrow.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So get a load of this shit. I came across this one silly ass post from this one fairy that said, so it's been almost 3 years now. Like all the unvaccinated are dead by now, right? Nope. We're still here. Healthy as a horse too. And still hadn't caught COVID. You caught it how many times? If I'm not mistaken, you caught COVID with every variant of the Fauci ouchie that you got. I find that really hard to believe. No, friend, I'll tell you what's hard to believe. It's just how fast you fuckers complied with the government, actually believing that they had your best interest in mind. Now that is hard to believe. It's called listening to the science, following the science. Okay, wait, hold up. Okay, when y'all say science, we got to take a step back because we don't know if you mean actual science, like, biology, M equals MC squared, or are you talking about the unicorn science, where boys can be girls and girls can be boys, and you can wake up and just be whatever the fuck you want to be? All right, what science are we talking about here? Could you take that back, please? That's very harsh, hurtful, and offensive. I meant to. Wrong fucking generation, jackass. After I said that, this dude went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And he started saying off the wall shit that would have made people with Tourette's be like, no, just no. I just started fucking laughing. I couldn't stop from laughing. I really couldn't, because this dude was going nuts. Motherfucking gasket. And I just told him, I said, dude, don't throw stones if you live in a fucking glass house, especially at people like me, because we'll shatter that bitch.
That's
It's beautiful. We're running into fewer and fewer of those people right now. I guess they're going to start getting desperate here soon and start lashing out because they're angry or whatever the case is. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, their arguments are so weak. And you just have to be confident in what you're saying. I mean, after all, you saw it. You already saw it. You followed your intuition. You didn't do the things that they wanted you to do. You turned out to be better off because of it. Well, I guess we're finding out in the end. I feel bad for you that you fell victim to such a psychological operations campaign to steal pretty much anything that you could have provided to society. And that's sad.
That is sad. Very sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Maybe they learned.
well, maybe they'll learn to listen next time.
Maybe. We hope so.
Right? A little bit of humility.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
You ready?
Yeah.
I asked God to take my habit away. God said no. It is not for me to take away, but for you to give it up. I asked God to grant me patience. God said no. Patience is a byproduct of tribulations. It isn't granted, it is earned. I asked God to give me happiness. God said no. I give you blessings. Happiness is up to you. I asked God to spare me pain. God said no. Suffering draws you apart from worldly cares and brings you closer to me. I asked God to make my spirit grow. God said no. You must grow on your own, but I will prune you to make you fruitful. I asked for all things that I might enjoy in life. God said no. I will give you life so that you may enjoy all things. Then I asked God to help me love others as much as He loves me. God said, finally, you get the idea.
So I picked this one because it's so true. I've been in a lot of pain the last couple days, and there were times that I thought about saying, God, please take this away. But I knew it was for a reason. I knew that it was getting me closer to God because I was talking to Him more. And so when I saw this today, I was like, oh, wow, I need to share this because it is about loving each other. And that's why this show for me is so important because I love each and every one of you. Whether you talk, whether you're just lurking, whether you watch it later, whatever the case may be, it means the world to me because each and every one of you are amazing. And we do love each and every one of you from the bottom of our hearts because not only because that's what we're supposed to do, but that's just who we are as people. And so just remember, if there's a habit you want to break, He will help you, but you have to want it. You have to really want it. If there's something that's bothering you, He will help you. But again, you have to do the work. So remember that as you move forward in life. And remember that there's a little now.
But yeah, leave the door open too much.
I know. Anyway, we love each and every one of you. And we hope and pray that every time you get here, that not only do you get the information, but there's hope behind it.
And that you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hello, Turber.
Hey, Turber, what's going on? So, there's really not much seasoning to put on that, except for the very end point, and that is that I want to love the way you love me, and that seems to be the sticky wicket sometimes, but at the same time, the world opens up as we start to love other people. It opens up for us in so many ways that we could never recognize. We may not be multimillionaires. We may not be any of the fancy schmancy things, but you know what? Sounds like it's a real pain in the ass to get there, and I don't want nothing to do with it. So I'm quite happy with what I have. And that is the opportunity to love the way I know how. Talk trash on the internet. And what do you want?
We have fun.
We have fun. Anyways, we love you all. Go be uniquely you with love, though. Don't be a jerk. You know,
yeah.
Whatever. I'm trying to get over that. But anyways, we love you all. Thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate you joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, and Pill.net.
And if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble and YouTube. Take that red pill over on Pilled and smash that heart over on X.
I just sat here like an imbecile as I was supposed to be doing my little antics with the hands and everything. Whatever. Light Spear, I'm the 8th wonder of the world. No autographs, please. All right. We love you all. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you all. Have a great night. God bless and be safe.